Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so happy that you guys are here and watching this. And if you can tell, I kind of have a different background. I'm actually sitting on the floor, but I redid my brother's room and I moved into it, so it could be a little echoey in this video, but I'm sitting in front of my bed and my tapestry on the floor to film this video. Second off, my hair, I didn't even brush it today, so we're just going with it. And you can tell by the title, I'm doing another book-related video. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that lately I've been able to film more bookish type videos because that's what I love, is doing book type videos, I guess. And I didn't know, I was really shy about it at first, but now it's like, you know what, I don't care. This is what I like. This is what I'm going to upload and film. But in front of me, I have a chunk of books that I either bought and read this summer. I'm going to start off with the ones that I bought but did not read, because those are the ones I can't really say much about since I did not read them yet. So the first, there's only 3 of them, so I guess that's good. The first one is Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. I'm not going to lie, I don't know anything about this. I haven't even read the back yet. But it was 50% off, and I thought it intrigued me, and I needed some more contemporary books because I haven't read any contemporary in a very long time, and I thought this one was okay. It was 50% off, so we got it. The next book I literally got because of the title. So it is Puddin', and if you did not know, I have a cat named Puddin' that I named after the Joker, because that's what Harley Quinn called him, and I was obsessed. I'm obsessed. Yes, so I picked it up and I was like, oh, Puddin', okay, and I read it, not read it, but I read what it was about. But it's about this girl that has gone to a fat camp every year since she was little, and this other girl that is the pretty girl who is next in line for the dance team captain, and it's just talking about how they are totally different and they come together and make this friendship. And I love stories about girl friendship, like friendship with girls, like, I don't know, like those are my favorite books because it's like, yes. The last book I bought but did not read is Aragon. So the reason why I picked up Aragon, because one, Throne of Glass series, which I'll get to a little bit more detail later, but also I've been watching Game of Thrones, and I'm obsessed with like the dragon idea. Like, I love the idea of dragons, and I was like, I want a book with dragons. So I picked up Aragon. This is a used copy that I got at a used bookstore. But I bought a used copy to see if I even liked the series, and if I liked it enough to get the next book, I'd probably just go ahead and buy like the whole series, but like a better set instead of a used copy that's paperback. But you know what, we're just going to start off with it. But we all know what Aragon's about, so I'm not going to go into in depth. But those are the 3 that I bought but did not read. So the first one that I have, I actually don't have it with me right now. I can't find it, which is funny. But it's A House with a Clock in Its Walls. I bought it because it was cheap. It's a little easy read. And because there's a movie coming out in this month, September. And I thought, I want to read the book before it comes out. So that's what I did. If you want to know what it's about, go watch the trailer. It does a really good job telling you what it's about without giving anything away, really. Then the first book I read this summer was A Court of Frost and Starlight, and I loved it. It was average. It was okay. Like, it gave me the feels because like it's all my favorite characters, but because it's just a novella and it's super small, I read it like, oh, I dragged this baby out. Like, I took like 2 weeks reading this, but I could have sat down in like 1 hour and read it because I was just like, I can't. Like, I'm not ready to not be with these characters anymore, but I did it. It was great. I didn't want to say too much about it because if you haven't read the beginning, the first one is A Court and Thorns and Roses, which is one of my favorite books of all time. You really need to go read those series. That series, I freaking love it. It's my favorite. But this is the newest one that came out. So yeah, I can't really say too much about this one. Then lastly, this is one book series that I read this summer, and you probably already know it because I already said it once, but it's A Throne of Glass. Oh my goodness. So I love Sarah J. Maas. I love her. Like, I loved the ACOTAR series. That's my favorite series of all time. But I got like 20 pages into this like a year ago, and I put it down and never picked it up again. And I work with a girl named Elizabeth, and she goes, you need to try it again. Like, please, like, just try it again. If you really love her that much, try it again. So what I did, I tried it again, finished this one in like a day and a half, 2 days. and I was like, oh my gosh, I need more. So what ended up happening, oh, well, let me tell you what this one's about. It's about a girl named Selena, and she was raised an assassin, but she gets locked up, and the king lets her out and says, hey, if you fight to be my champion, so it's kind of like the Hunger Games, really. So there's all these other criminals that are fighting to be the king's champion, and she has to fight and survive, and there's this weird force living within the castle that she has to also figure out on top of trying just to survive in these challenges. But yes, I'm not going to say too much about it because maybe they'll break it up. But I'm not going to say too much about this because I feel like you guys should just go ahead and read it or look into it yourself, because I don't want to say anything wrong about it. And after this, I read Crown of Midnight. I love this book. I think it took me about 2 or 3 days for this one. Maybe 2. I think 2 days. Then after Crown of Midnight, Terrifier. This one's my baby. Like, this one is my baby. This one's probably my favorite. No, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. But I have a question for you guys. So, in Heir of Fire, in the Thorn and Glass series, on page 163, I have it bookmarked with this sticky note, if you can't see. Yeah, I have a sticky note. I don't have any sticky notes in any of my other books, but this one. And when I use sticky notes, it's for like, I can go back and read later, like just this one page. So I want you guys to go back and tell me why you think I bookmarked this. Because when I read it, I died. I literally died for like 3 seconds. I was like, whoa, okay. So, yeah, I want you guys to comment below what you think I marked on page 163, okay? Okay. Then after that, I read Queen of Shadows, which is the 4th one in the series, and I read through this one. I think this one took me a little bit longer. I think this one took me 3 days. Now, Manon. Let's talk about Manon in these books. I freaking love Manon. She is also one of the other reasons why I wanted a dragon book, and like I'm still kind of looking for dragon books. So if you got any dragon book recommendations, comment them below. But I was like, at first I was like, I do not like this character. I don't care about her. But then I'm like, you know what? She cool. She bad A. I like her and her dragons. Let's do it. So that's why I also got the Aragon book, is because of this book. So yep. And then lastly, I started reading Empire of Storms, but I'm only on page 12 because I've kind of been in a reading slump since I'm redoing my room and that stuff, so I kind of haven't had time to read. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you read any of these books this summer, I've read them, comment below what you thought about it or how they made you feel. If you know what's on page 163 of Heir of Fire, comment below why you think I bookmarked that page. If you have any other book recommendations, please comment them below. I'm always open for more like different types of books. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace out.